Hello, As Is Church. This is Vicki McCracken, and I want to talk to you today a little bit about giving, about God's faithfulness, about our efforts to give, and the awesome way that God takes the little bit that we do, whatever it is, whether it seems like a little or a big amount to us, whatever we give, and we give in His name, and we give with hearts of thankfulness, He will reward, He will bless, He will return. And Scott and I have grown up in the church, grown up in families where tithing was a normal thing, giving to the church, giving to ministries. So it's always been a part of our lives. And I can say that without fail, God has honored, blessed, and provided for us. And I just want to share a few things with you today that came to my mind when I was praying about what to share about giving, because there's just a lot you can say. But I always think about this one friend we had when we were in Athens. We had a friend from Eritrea named Berhani, and Eritrea is a small country in Africa next to Ethiopia. And it's seen a lot of heartache, a lot of hard times, famine, wars, deprivation. And he was at our dinner table one night, and he was talking about God's faithfulness. He was an awesome guy. But he was saying, or I asked him, I said, Berhani, you know that verse in Scripture, I think it's Psalm 37:25, that says, I am young and now I am old, but I've never seen the righteous forsaken or their children begging for bread. And I said, is that really true? Like in your context, in your situation, in your country where there's so much poverty, have you ever seen a Christian that was honoring God go hungry or starve? And he said, never the ones who share. And that's always stuck with me. And so I want to be the person that shares. Not just so that I won't starve or my children won't starve, but because it's an act of faith to give, not exactly knowing what's coming back to you or who's going to give to you. But think about it. When God puts somebody on your heart or a situation on your heart or a ministry, and you decide to give in faith and in thankfulness, you can trust that He's putting it on somebody else's heart to meet your need in the time when you need it. So I can say for Scott and I, that's happened many times. And it's been a joy to be a part of meeting people's needs, actually knowing that God's meeting their needs, but using us. It's a privilege. And we have been the recipients of much generosity from others as well. And then I want to encourage you parents who still have children at home, when you have a need for your family, or just like a financial need or something that seems overwhelming to you and you don't know how God's going to meet that need, bring your children together. Tell them what's going on and say, we can trust God. Let's just bring it to Him now and pray together about it. We did that with our kids a lot, and it was a faith-building exercise for them to see how God would provide. And our grown children now, I can say they're very generous people. And I think part of that is because they've seen that when you give to the Lord and you give to others in His name, it doesn't go unnoticed. And He can be very creative in the way that He meets your needs. And one last thing. In the last few years, one of my very favorite memes was the one that said, long before Zacchaeus wanted to climb the tree to see Jesus, the tree was planted to meet his need. And I love that, because we don't know what our needs are. We don't know what they're going to, we might know what they are today. We might guess what they'll be tomorrow, but we have things coming in our futures that we have no idea about, and we don't know what's around the bend. But we can know that God is already there, and He's already got a solution for that need before we even know what it is. So I encourage you to trust Him. It's hard sometimes. It's hard to say, I don't know. I don't feel like I have quite enough, but if you want me to share, Lord, I'll do it. And you can trust Him, and you can rest and know that He has a very creative solution for you to meet your needs. That's the way our Father works. and He's very generous and loving with us always. We can trust Him. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.